Christine Cheever, and welcome to the All Friends Cabaret, a variety show that connects you with your community. And as always, we want you to be a part of it. Do you sing? Do you dance? Do you act? Do you have that special organization you're raising funds for? Well, at the end of every program, I invite you to get in touch with me to become a part of the All Friends Cabaret. Hi there, I'm Christine Cheever, and welcome to this edition of the All Friends Cabaret. We are at the beautiful Zero's Restaurant in Marina Bay to honor the 40 Under 40 award winners, and they are given by the STARS organization. These people, along with their daily occupations, give of their time in leadership and in good work. So we're going to talk to them now. Okay, so tell me your name again.
Kirsten Hughes.
Okay, and you are a 40 Under 40 winner. How do you feel?
Oh, I think that's great. It's a real honor to be named that. And, you know, I've lived in Quincy my whole life almost, born and raised here in the South Shore, and I'm a real South Shore girl, so I really appreciate it.
And what is your current role here in Quincy?
I'm the Ward 5 City Councilor.
Oh, okay, so you know a lot about leadership, and the show that I produce is called the All Friends Cabaret, and it's about volunteerism or showing your talent. And what are the qualities? What makes a good leader?
You know, I think somebody who's not afraid to stand up for what they think, but I think it's also somebody who's willing to take a risk and do those tough things that sometimes leaders or people in a position of power have to do. And so sometimes you have to make decisions. They're not always good ones or ones you want to make, but sometimes they're the right ones. So.
Okay. And when you got the call, were you just thrilled?
Yeah, I was really happy. I was sitting with my husband and I got an email and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I won. So
great.
It was great.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be here. So thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm a theater artist, and I'm here supporting theater in general, but I'm representing South Shore School of Theater, which is a theater company that I founded for children in the South Shore.
All right. And you won 40 Under 40.
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. I mean, I think it's I won because I run a theater company for kids, and I feel like it's because of my kids that I won. So it feels a little bit like I should have all of them with me,
right.
to say like it's because of you that I am who I am. So.
And this is what I ask every guest on the show that I do, All Friends Cabaret. How would you encourage someone to follow their dream, to perform, to even volunteer? What would you say to them?
I think a lot of us have desires and passions that we know are inside of us, but we feel like we have to have all of our ducks in a row before we can even take that first step. And I think it's the opposite. I think you just have to take the first step, and the ducks will happen anyway, and you just keep following the steps. And I think, in the middle of it, you realize, oh my goodness, I'm doing this wonderful thing, and other people want to come alongside of you, and so you end up having a lot more support once you just take that first step, and don't worry about having everything ready to go. It'll happen.
Everything comes along.
Yeah.
So how'd you feel when you got the news?
Overwhelmed, because I had everybody tell me that it happened. All of my students emailed me and parents emailed me, and I hadn't officially gotten the letter because I was out of town at a theater conference. So I had no idea.
Surprise!
Surprise, yeah. But it was great. It was I guess, an exciting way to even hear the news in the first place.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, all the best to you.
Thank you so much.
We're here with Sean Glennon. Sean, big award tonight.
Very exciting.
Okay, so where were you when you got the news?
I was at work, actually,
Okay.
staying late, checking my email, and I saw the email pop up that I'd been chosen. Quite honestly, it was an honor just to be nominated because I was familiar with the organization and knew they had been doing this 2 years before. So just to be nominated really was an honor, but then to get that email that I had been selected was very exciting.
No, that's great. And for people that don't know, what do you do for the city of Quincy?
I'm a principal planner in the city of Quincy, work with Federal Grants Administration.
All right. And so on the All Friends Cabaret, we talk about, or I encourage my viewers to get out there in the community, and if they're interested in volunteering or even performing, how would you encourage someone to do that?
Well, I think just doing it is really a great way to do it. My involvement with the city in a volunteer capacity is primarily through the Quincy Lions Club, and I play the piano, which I'm sure you'd appreciate.
Well, we'll have you on the show, okay?
Certainly, love to do that. But I used to play the piano at a couple of Christmas shows for the Lions Club, and then I got to know what they did by doing that, then they invited me to become part of the organization, and then I got to see even more of what they did, and just inspired me to do even more. And so I think that's a great way to do it, is just to do it and see what it's like.
Being of service to people is important.
Exactly. And you certainly, I think no matter what you do, you get more out of it than what you put into it. I think that is true.
Well, congratulations, 40 Under 40 award, and all the best to you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Hi there, I'm with Marie Pierre from State Street, one of our 40 Under 40 winners. How do you feel?
I'm excited to be here and honored.
And what do you do for State Street?
I work as a vice president within the new IT and Operations Transformation Program as a project manager.
All right, so what kind of work do you do within your corporation?
Within community service?
Community service, yeah.
Well, we do various things. State Street is a big supporter of Massachusetts in general and just community work. Over the past years, I've worked with various organizations, from Hattie Cooper over in West Roxbury Services, South Shore YMCA. We've done some projects there as well. We've gone out to Verizon Homes for homeless children. And
That's so nice. And what makes a good leader?
a good leader motivates others, right, to enjoy, to come out and support the various organizations. A good leader also inspires others to do other things beyond, just not what they're interested in, but just to get out there and do other things that they're interested in as well.
Well, congratulations on your award, and all the best to you.
Thank you, Christine.
All right.
Well, I'm a third-party independent distributor for a third-party electricity supplier called Viridian Energy.
All right. And so, how did you become involved with STARS, or what is your involvement?
I know a lot of people within the community just based on what I do for volunteer work at. I do a lot with the Lions Club in Quincy. I just came back from Emerging Leaders Institute in Tampa, and have a lot to implement in the city of Quincy to find out what's important for the city of Quincy. I do a lot with the South Shore Chamber, the Quincy Chamber, who are, I think, sponsors of this event too. So, I work a lot with them, and I think Marilyn Manning was the one that nominated me, and I'm glad that I was picked. So
tell us, how would you encourage a community member to get involved?
Well, you get to go to fun events like this. I mean, you can't complain about this, right? We have champagne, we have oysters, we have live music.
It's like the icing on the cake, right?
Yeah, you should be able to have fun and volunteer at the same time. I mean, you really have to have a good time. There should be a win-win-win situation involved in it. And I think that there are situations like that where it can happen. And I really hope that more and more people get involved, more of the younger generations as well. But they just have to really listen to the importance of why we're doing what we're doing.
Right.
And if they're just educated enough, they'll be able to really get a sense of what we do. So,
Well, congratulations to you. All the best.
thank you.
Hi, I'm with Gwen Tarbox of South Shore Stars, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what this 40 Under 40 is all about.
Well, this evening we're honoring 40 individuals under the age of 40 who live or work on the South Shore, and this is our third year of doing this particular event. So the nominees, there were 80 nominees, were chosen by a selection committee, then narrowed it down to 40. And all of these individuals have professional accomplishments, demonstrated leadership, and they also give back to the community. So that's the difference here of this 40 Under 40.
Okay. And so, how many nominees did you have?
This year we had 80, so it's hard to whittle it down. And we have an independent selection committee, 7 members, all who are here tonight, and they look through the nominations and make their selections. So.
And what's great is we're going to be able to see the award ceremony this evening. And what makes a good leader? What do you think?
Well, in our mind, we're a youth-serving agency, so people who are role models in their community, to me, that's the most important thing. So if they're giving back to their community in some way, through their civic organizations or fraternal organizations or their school or church, that to me demonstrates leadership. And I think a lot of these folks tonight have exceptional leadership skills in that area. So.
Well, thank you, Gwen, very much. It's a wonderful evening. People are having a great time.
Yeah, so far so good. So
Thank you. All right, so you are?
Sherry Adlin, I'm the Executive Director of South Shore Stars.
All right, so you have this big event, an award ceremony this evening, 40 under 40. Tell me what your organization does, though, throughout the year.
Okay. So I think our tagline says it best: excellence in education, enrichment, and family support. So on any given day, we have about 750 kids, from tiny infants to high school students, and a variety of programs in Weymouth, Quincy, Randolph, and Holbrook.
And so is picking the award winners difficult? Because you had 80 nominees this year.
Well, we had a wonderful selection committee. And I think we have a terrific group of awardees. We're very proud of them. They're selected because of their professional work, but also because they truly give back to the community. So it's very important for us to thank those who give back to the community, because we're about serving the community.
And you serve how many communities again?
Quincy, Randolph, Weymouth, and Holbrook.
Oh, that's good. And so how does one inspire someone else to go out and volunteer?
Well, it's all about giving back, right? It's all about making sure that all of our kids and all of our families are supported so each of our children can thrive. We have multiple different kinds of volunteer opportunities, from coming into a classroom and reading, to helping paint a wall, to putting up a playground structure. Every year we have hundreds of volunteers who contribute thousands of hours to our kids and families.
Well, you do wonderful work, your organization, and this is turning out to be a wonderful evening.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, yes, no problem. Thank you. I'm here with Chris Casani. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay, how do you feel about, how did you take the news?
I took the news. It was interesting. I didn't even know I was being nominated for a while. I got a call asking me for some information, and I called my wife afterwards and said, "What have you got me into?" And she said, "Oh, you found out." So that's how I found out. So it was very exciting, know.
And word travels fast.
It does indeed.
Yeah.
It does indeed.
So tell me about how, what constitutes or demonstrates being a good leader?
Well, I think here it's a combination of your professional life and the things that you do outside of work. So in my professional life, I'm in the mayor's office, and every day it seems like people are throwing darts at you. You got to make sure you're catching them and running with them and making sure you address things. So in your professional life, it's just accountability is really the big key. But then in your personal life, it's donating your time to causes that really need it. So very much involved in my parish and things like that, and things that I think enhance people's lives outside of the work life. So I feel like most of my time is spent trying to help people live a better life. So.
And did you always feel like you were going to be, did you always know you were going to do public service?
I've always enjoyed politics, but what I found very quickly in my job is that politics and government administration are completely different, although they're very related at times. And I feel like my job at times, you sit in the middle of that. You got to be very careful